Listings are the name of the game when it comes to real estate. Yes, listings are the name of the game. And so I always try to share tips for agents or realtors when it's time to sell a client's house. When a client is asking us to sell their house, there's something going on, and we have to keep that in mind. It's probably they're in debt from a financial standpoint. They're going through a divorce. There's a death in the family. There's a diamonds in the family where somebody's getting ready to get married. So we want to be mindful. Most times people just don't get up and want to say, hey, let me sell my house. No, there is a reason. Even if it's not that reason, there's some type of reason that somebody is going to sell their house. And we want to be mindful. We want to make sure that we go over everything that we can with our seller. We want to go over the listing documents. We want to go over our marketing documents on what we're going to do to market their property. We want to talk about the commission plans. Most times, people tend to think that the commission is standard 6%. No, the commission is not. The commission is whatever the listing agent and their seller agrees to. That's what the listing is. And now with the National Association of Realtors, the NAR rules, the commission structure is changing because now the buyers are being able to say, hey, they have to pay their own commission. Sellers are saying, no time out for that. You have to pay your own commission. But the key is when you're selling your client's house, you want to do everything that you can. One of the things that I tell my agents is that when you're working with a buyer, normally before NAR changed their rules as to buyers paying their own commission, the agents would put out a lot of energy for the buyers. And I'm not saying anything is wrong with that, but when they get a seller's house, all they're doing is putting it in the multiple listing service and then go put a lockbox or a super on the door. And I'm saying, no, don't do that. The same energy that you took with the buyer, then you take it with the seller, because you got to do everything that you can to sell your client's house. You can't just put it on the market and say, waiting for somebody to do something with it. You cannot do that. You want to make sure that you communicate with your seller. You want to make sure that everything is in order with the paperwork, okay? So you want to do all those things. And as I always say, bring your A game when it comes to selling your client's house, though, because they're the ones who's going to refer you. Give it all you got. Give it all you got. When you take an overpriced listing, even if the seller told you, hey, I want to put my property on the market for X amount of dollars, and you know that the value is lower, even if you take an overpriced listing, make sure that you do everything that you can to market the property. Most times when properties don't sell, there are two things going on. There's it being overpriced, the price, or you're not marketing. So do all your job, do all you can do as a realtor. And if you do that, then you will build up your listing inventory and you'll be able to help your clients sell their home for top dollars in the shortest period of time. I am Dr. Karen Lewis with the Line Right Realty K1 Group. And thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget, continue to subscribe, get information, make comments, because this is for selling tips for realtors so that they can master becoming a listing agent. And thank you all for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe.